Welcome all for today's session. As usual, our safe harbor, do not make any decisions based on our sessions about purchasing any products. Always talk to your account executives and find the details and make your decisions well. So we have resources for you to watch later. So we have our ServiceNow community specifically dedicated to generative AI. You can find all our sessions and also many blogs and articles about different business use cases or anything updates that we are providing or making our customers learn some new tips and tricks, troubleshooting techniques, a lot much more you can find in our communities. We also have our own community YouTube and specific to our AI academies. So please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get all the updates. You can also go back and watch the previous recording sessions. So the basics, this session is for you to make you to think the fresh ideas or better understanding and giving you the practical guidance with our demos and talking a little in depth with the technical details. We don't go too much into the details, but this is just to make you that how you can map. And we are recording this session and we will be posting this, as I said, in our YouTube channel. And also, if required, I'll be posting an article in our community blogs itself. Then if you have any questions, please feel free to post in our Q&A panel. We have our team who can respond while I'll be moving ahead with our session. So don't wait till the last minute. You can ask any question. It can be basic or advanced, anything you can post to make the best use of us to give you some response. With that said, today's Academy's topic is focused on agentic workflows and specific to platform. Myself, Samyukta Reddy, I'm an outbound product manager. I'm leading workspaces and agentic workflows. So our goal for today, a high-level overview to cover in 10 minutes, and then the focus is mainly on the demo to show you how this agentic workflow works to solve a business use case. And then 5 minutes for your Q&A. Okay. I know most of you might have attended our previous AI Academy sessions. You might have been aware about some of the slides, but just for the purpose and to give some overview, I'm going to repeat some of the slides for the new people. It might be helpful to understand some high levels, but if you're looking for more details, please do watch our previous recordings. Okay, let's talk about the agentic workflows. So we, as most of you are aware about the deterministic workflow, which are nothing but the rule-based and predictable outcome workflows. It can be a flow designer, or you might have even used advanced work assignment or other workflows that ServiceNow had. So where you just define a rule and you know what outcomes that you can expect from that rule executed for those workflows, right? So these workflows are good when you know what exactly you want to get out for get the outcome. For example, like provisioning laptop to a new employee. That's pretty much the standard straightforward steps how to provide a new laptop to a new employee, right? Likewise, the request manager to approve expense report. Now, for the agentic workflow, this is not like a straightforward and just like specific to one, specific to rule-based. This is much more. It's highly flexible, and your agentic workflow is adapting based on your environment and gathers the information and makes the next best actions. And it also leverages the rule-based workflows as well. So this is not just like one straightforward task. In fact, it does multiple tasks to bring a best outcome for a business outcome. For example, let's say you want to automate a timesheet based on unstructured data of a week's activity. So your agents will understand from the data, and then it will provide the results in an intelligent and autonomous way. And also another example, determine and execute follow-ups from a business dinner. So there are multiple tasks if you look at like managing and scheduling the dinner, and then once it is done, like follow up and get the results out of. So there's multiple steps that agent workflows are working on, not just like one task at a time. Just a quick view of how the different set of chatbots and AI assistants works with the efficiency in comparison with AI agents. So chatbots and AI assist, it's all like deterministic way. You define some rule, you want an outcome in a straightforward single path. So they're working, and AI assist, yes, it does work with some of the skills, autonomous way, bringing the data from LLM like chat summarization. But here the chat summarization is one step. It only summarizes the data, but it doesn't do any other steps. Now with our AI agents, they do much more. They will do the chat summarization and take the next best action and do the other set of tasks to complete a complete end-to-end business flow. So because they're learning and adapting from your system, and it also solves the complex issues, and it's autonomous, and it's proactive learning with new changes and how the other tasks being resolved, or other use cases. And then it's also edge case processing, and finally, natural language driven AI agents. These are. I'll just quickly give a high-level example. Let's say there is a human, IT agent, is trying to look to manage a major incident and creating a change. And then the same agent has another use case, like need help resolving trivial incidents, like adding users to an Office 365 distribution list. As you may see that for both of these use cases, the task that involves for the human agents, it's a time consuming, and they have to go to multiple areas to get the data collected and then resolving this task, right? So let's say, how about using an agentic workflow there? We just they just triggered the workflow and the system takes care of it. And the orchestrator is nothing but it plans and triggers the AI agents and when and where it is required to complete that, to finish that task and to bring the outcome. Now here, let's say for the first use case, I need help managing a major incident and creating a change. Let's say for that one, we need 3 different AI agents. One is Twilio managing AI agent, change planner AI agent, and review AI agent, right? So the orchestrator decides when to trigger which AI agent at what process. And if the agent needs to be triggered again, it also decides when it has to trigger the AI agent again to get another set of results. Now for AI agents to provide the results, they depend on the tools that's available. So for bringing some data, there's one tool. For updating updating a record type, there is another tool, or maybe getting a similar set of records, that might be another tool. So again, the AI agents will decide which tools that they can trigger to gather this information, and based on that information and the outcome, they will provide to the orchestrator, and the orchestrator will trigger the next set of agent to complete that entire task end to end. Likewise, the other use case, I need help resolving trivial incidents like adding users to your Office 365 distribution list. So again, here 2 AI agents, and they're using different set of tools to finish the incident triage, and then adding the set of users for the Office 365 distribution list. I see that Bobby Campbell has raised hands. Bobby, if you have questions, please do post in Q&A like Victor and Victor responds while I finish the next sessions and slides. We can definitely take your questions at the end. I hear a common question from our customers. Hey, when should I use agentic workflows? Because we have a different set of workflows and a different set of assist and the AI agents, right? So let's look this one into 3 different categories. Right? One is, as you all are aware, it's a traditional workflow, purely a rule-based one, and you'll add what steps it has to perform and what is the expected outcome, so which is predicted one. And the second one is our now assist skills, where it will learn and provide the information that you're looking and finish that one task. Like, for example, generate a KV article from a case. So that's one task. It just generates a KV article from the case. That's it. It doesn't do anything next step. Like same as for summarize an incident. So any incident table, when you click on summarize button, just summarize and provide the summary details. But if you want much more, like you want a different set of agents, like summarize the incident or do and provide the resolution steps and also resolve the incident. So then agentic workflow is the one where it can like the multiple set of agents, they'll be working together to resolve an incident and triggering the different set of tools to make the whole use case run in autonomous to bring the best outcome results. Like example is auto track task with varying level of detail and escalation if needed, or analyze a major incident and generate a post-incident review. Some of the examples, but you do have an ability to use out of the box agentic workflows that we are releasing from our platform and also from the BU. And also you have the ability to build your own custom agentic workflows. Whenever you're planning to think about building a custom agentic workflows, always look at this checklist. Is there more than one step in the workflow, or the steps flexible, not always in the same order? Does a task require context or reasoning to complete? So look at all these checklists that match. If it matches, then yes, that particular use case is a good candidate to agentic workflow. Today's session is just in focus on the platform one, so I'm only highlighting the out-of-the-box agentic workflows which we have released for from the platform. So there are 6 workflows so far we have released till YP1. So one is generate resolution plan. As you see that I have highlighted AI agents used under each workflow. So what this does is, so let's say the workflow use case is auto answer questions using existing knowledge to avoid human assistance. So for this, we are using 2 AI agents. One is next best action recommender AI agent. I'm not going in depth into the details, what exactly this AI agent does and what tools, all those, because I'm going to show you in a demo. For one use case, from that you can pretty much understand and go through our product documentations, which has all the information that you need, how these workflows are working and what these AI agents are doing. And then we have a classify task and then suggest survey responses. So let's say for suggest survey responses, there's a 2 AI agents, survey filling data collector and survey filling answer suggested. So what this does is, let's say you're sending an email to your end users to collect their survey responses. So sometimes people feel busy and they feel it's a time consuming to fill this survey. So what you can do is with this workflow, you can even send them a suggested answers for them to just click on accept and submit the survey. If they like, all the answers are good. Like, let's say if they want to provide their own input, they can just reject, and then it displays the manual option for them to go ahead and fill the questions and submit the survey. Okay. For today's focus, it is mainly on classified task. So I'm not going to spend much time on this slide because we are going to learn everything about this classified task from our demo. But before starting our demo, I want to make sure that these are the prerequisites that you have to be aware for using the agentic workflows. Make sure that your version is up to date, at least Yokohama patch 1 or plus, or Xanadu patch 7 plus. And then plugins and the apps. So it does require Now Assist for ITSM, HRSD, or any Now Assist plugins, and then AI Agent Store app. And the roles, your admins must have the admin role, and then the features. So our AI agents does use AI search, and they're also, our workflows are also available for Now Assist panel. So you need to enable for these 2 features to have them work. With that said, we are going to start the demo. Let's say I'm John, I'm an agent. So, and I'm an IT agent. right? So as usual, like when I log into my system, I will just look for my workflow. So I'll just go for my service operations workspace. So it's workspace, and I just click on my list, what's available for today. There might be n number of new instance or new instance that might have come with high priority. Let's say for today's demo, I'm picking one instance that is 10631. So we just got this incident into the system, not knowing what priority this particular incident required. So without me spending any time going through the details of this, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this incident and I will try to use our classify task workflow, which will predict the fields, and based on the similar set of incidents it will decide which priority, impact and urgency would be the good. And as you observe here, let me click on details, and if you see here, it's a default one. It's a when a new instance created, the default it takes high and critical. So but this is not the right urgency for this incident. It just came into the system and just picked some default one. And also, if you see here, there's no resolution notes and there is no assignment group. So let's see this one. Instead of spending much time to understand this, just copy this one. So what I'm doing is there are two ways I can uh, run our workflow. So one is from now assist panel, which I will show after we go through AI Agent Studio. The other option is running from the AI Agent Studio, but the AI Agent Studio, your admin will run at the first time just to make sure everything is good, if there is any changes or anything required before they activate for the agents to use it. But for today's demo, I'm going through the AI Agent Studio just to show you how you can test these workflows, and also where you can find the list of AI agents that are related to this workflow and what tools that AI agents are using. So for that one, I'm going to AI Agent Studio here, and I click on Overview. You will find all the list of available workflows here. But before going to these details, I quickly want to test this and show you how this workflow is working, and then get into the details, like where you can find the information about the AI agents and the tools. So you can directly go to testing tab and choose agentic workflow option, and I'm selecting classify task. So as I know the incident number, I'm going to start this testing. So when I click on start, you'll see there are three panels in this one. On the left side, whatever you're seeing, this is the display output panel, which is pretty much the same information, whatever you see on the left panel, you see in your now assist panel, and in future, you'll see in virtual agent 2. Now, the middle one is where the workflow is getting triggered, and it will show the entire flow, what AI agents the orchestrator is triggering, and which tool the AI agent is currently running to get the information. And on the right side, you will see the logs for all those actions. Now, the orchestrator triggered recommend management AI agent, it just completed. So let's see what this has done. So when I click on this recommend management, record management AI agents, just go and check which tool it has used. So it has used the get record metadata. And once this is done, you will see the results here on your output display. So what it has done is I provided just the number. I have not mentioned anything. So it went and looked for that particular incident number, and then it brought the short description and description. And then the orchestrator triggered the next AI agent to bring the predicted fields. So now this AI agent, as you see here, it's triggering different tools here. One is get similar records, and based on the similar records, it's trying to predict the fields for this particular record to define, and then It is also predict the fields from the config tools, and then it also trying to get the sentiment data, like why it is predicting these fields to be changed for this task. All that information will come from the sentiment data tool. So now this AI agent is completed. If you see here in the results, it has provided the predicted fields saying that, hey, you can assign this incident to sales system support, and this incident is not high priority, it is a low priority, and impact category and prioritization. And at the same time, if you look here, it is also giving the reasoning why it has decided the urgency is low. And it has given the sentiment is neutral, and it also mentioned based on the other related similar incident, this has decided these predicted fields. And another thing is it also provides the insights on the recommendations for the predicted fields from the previous records that's been closed. It's also displayed the sources and similar link. Now I'm clicking on this similar record list. If you see here, these are a similar set of incidents where it's pretty much same as our incident, which is solved. And based on that information, it has predicted this information. Right, and once that is done, our orchestrator trigger the next AI agent. There is a record management AI agent is still going on. Let's see what's going on inside. So which tool this AI agent is triggering this time? So it triggered save activity notes. So it's trying to update the activity notes as well with the predicted fields update. And we see that this is also completed. Okay. With this, our workflow is completed. And if you see as a final results, it's giving these fields are changed for our incident and also the sentiment reasoning. Okay, so now let's go back to our incident and see what changes been done here. As you observe here, whichever the fields our AI agents has updated, you'll also see a tooltip or the tag when you have not refreshed this page yet. So I have not refreshed since everything is happening in live in real time. So it does updated the record and also added the tag that, okay, so John Sigler has set this field to low, and this is also low, and then field value this been changed. And also if you see here, the assignment group has been updated, and the activity notes is also updated. It was empty before because it was a new one, and now it's changed to impact 3. So just to avoid this confusion, don't worry about this this information tag because it's just like a small issue in my instance. So that's why you're seeing. Otherwise, you always see with the blue tag for the successful updates. So I'll go ahead and refresh this page, and here it is. You'll see the changes that's already been updated. Okay, now we don't want agents to go to AI Agent Studio and test it in that way, right? So we can directly, like agents can directly go to Now Assist panel and perform the same task just with this simple command saying that, hey, classify task and then incident number. Now let's see if our Now Assist agent, Now Assist panel understands whether this is a workflow or not. So it's trying to generate an answer. Okay, let's see. I have not mentioned whether the classified task is a workflow or not, nothing. So just a keyword. So now Assist does understood that this is a workflow, and it triggered our workflow, and whatever the steps that you have seen in the AI Agent Studio, the same thing is happening on the background, but this time you're only seeing the output results here. And these arrows up, you can just expand them to see what steps being performed for each output results. Like for example, for this one, to get the record details. So it executed record management AI agent, and then it called the tool record metadata. So that's an output. And then it's triggering the next set of AI agents. Now let's get into little deeper into the technical information. So now I'm going back to overview. We have 3 more minutes. I'll take out my Now Assist panel, pin, unpin. Okay, so when I clicked on my classify task, so always make sure you go through our description and also the instructions that we have added for each workflow. So these are very important. We have added some mandatory instructions. And also this workflow is autonomous, so it doesn't ask any user inputs at any point of the time. And also you see the list of AI agents for this workflow. And if you want to define any triggers from where you want this workflow to trigger, so you can define the triggers here. And here is the one, the select display. I have activated this, so that's why I'm able to see everything in my Now Assist panel. So make sure that you activate this to have it work in your Now Assist panel. Now, if you're upgrading to YP3, you will also see virtual agent. You can also activate it to have your workflow work from your virtual agent too. Now, from this AI agents, I'll just click on one of the AI agent. Again, for AI agents also, we have provided all the required instructions. Please go through all the instructions. And then when you click on add tools and information, you will find all the tools that's been used for this AI agent. There are tools which are scripted ones, and there are tools which are subflows. So subflows is they will just process in a sequence and bring the output results. So here, the update record details. So when I click on this, you will see if you want this entire workflow go autonomous or supervised, this is where you will take that action. And I click on the subflow. And we have the steps, what inputs and outputs going and what steps this tool is doing. So with that said, I'm going to end our demo. So we have 1 minute left.
If you have more questions, feel free to visit our Now Assist community forum and ask there.